Live, dog. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? Nice to
What's
meet
your
you.
name?
Eric Estrada.
Nice to meet you, brother. How old are you?
37. I just turned 37 now in July.
Yeah? You're Leo?
Cancer.
Cancer? I'm in Leo, man. I was be like, hey, Leo, but cool, man. So you from Albuquerque? Where are you from?
Originally Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
Been here my whole life.
Yeah.
Since I was age 4. Started
In Albuquerque or just New Mexico?
Actually, it was Cuba, New Mexico.
Yeah.
When I was 4 years old, and we moved over here.
Did your family come over too, or?
Yeah. My parents, my mom, my dad, my 4 sisters.
Yeah.
All of us, 5 of us, 5 kids. We were there probably about a year. I did Head Start over there, and then we came over here. I did kindergarten. I started kindergarten, and been here ever since. Go back on the summer, for vacation.
That's cool. That's what I used to do when I was younger too, man. Go visit my family up north. Go escape the city for a minute.
Yeah.
Come back, and then it's right back to what we do.
Yeah, they send us there. There's 5 of us, so they get rid of us now. They
Yeah.
go with your grandma for a while.
What's the part of town you grew up in?
Right here in the Warzone.
Yeah?
The Warzone, yeah. Yeah, they call it the International District now, but
Hey, try and change the name, man.
hey, man, make it more.
Whatever. Try to make it sound.
Yeah, this was the Warzone, bro. I grew up here in Texas, right in Texas Street.
Yeah. Yeah, I was down the street, man, off of Central Louisiana in the 90s, man. Went to Van Buren. Did you go to Van Buren Middle School?
Hayes.
Hayes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Hayes Middle School. Crazy.
So, what was your childhood like, man?
It was, well, I mean, I had my
both your parents?
Yeah, I had my parents, and my sisters. It was pretty normal. I mean, I did grow up here, and it was a lot worse as far as violence-wise than it is now. But I went to school, I had my friends, just
normal.
regular stuff. Yeah, normal stuff.
What kind of stuff were you into when you were a kid, man? Did you have any hobbies or sports or anything?
Oh yeah, soccer. I'm Mexican, so soccer, I was always good at it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Soccer, go to school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty normal childhood and all that.
Yeah. My parents, they would work. We kind of moved around a lot. We lived in apartments, so we were here, but we kind of stayed in the same area. We moved around a lot though, and it kind of sucked. I just had to make new friends and shit like that. But always here in Albuquerque.
So, how long you been out here? You living out on the street right now?
Yeah. I've been.
How long you been out here?
I want to say I'm going on a year now, man. Yeah, I'm going on a year. Yeah. I had started using drugs, and I was on it for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and actually I ended up getting shot right here off of Zuni in San Mateo. I got shot 5 times.
Damn.
By somebody. Yeah, I was sitting in a car, and I was on the passenger side, and this dude was sitting behind me, and he unloaded 8 rounds with a 380, and he caught me 5 times. It was bad, man. I almost died.
That's crazy.
I still got one here in my hand. This broke in half. There was one lodged in my cheekbone, so they had to open me up there. One in my leg.
Did you say they were in the same ride?
Yeah, he was sitting behind me, bro. I was on the passenger side, and we stopped. We parked, and he decided to unload. And he shot 8 times. He caught me with 5.
Yeah.
This was shit.
So was it one of the homies or like a homie of a homie?
It was. We were wheeling and dealing, and I didn't know the guy, but I was with my homie, the one that was driving, and he sat behind me, and I wasn't expecting it, bro. I don't know if he was trying to rob us or what. But we parked, and I remember getting on my phone, and next thing I know, like popcorn.
My ears ring and all that shit.
I thought we were getting shot from outside, so I tried to get out of the car, and I was caught on the seatbelt. So I unhooked myself, and I got out, and man, my arm was like a helicopter. No, it was because the bone was broken, so it was just the muscles holding it together. And when I turned around, this guy's holding a gun. I couldn't believe it at first. I kind of looked at him like confused, and then I kind of got mad. So I told him, he leans in and shot me in the leg. I got one in the leg in and out, and that was it. He took off, and I thought I was gonna die right there, man. I went down, and I was just gushing blood. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, next thing I woke up in the hospital, and there was like 20 doctors running around me. And they let me know, they're like, man, you got a bullet in your cheekbone. We got to get it out, but you got to stop moving. They tell me, and yeah, man, I stopped. They didn't tell me twice. When I woke up after that, I was all sewed up, and staples everywhere. It was bad, but I made it, man. I made it out. And
how long ago was that? I don't know if you told me.
It was
roughly
February. That's 2 years ago, almost.
2 years. Well, that was fairly recent.
Yeah. I got out of there. I went to a respite center, and I went to a rehab. I was in a rehab for about 5 months because I knew if I hit the streets again, I started to slam shards, meth, and so I went to rehab, got out, and I did good for a little while. But it's hard out here, It's hard because not a lot of people. Well, I mean, it's hard to get it's not hard to get a job. It's just hard to get a job that, you know how it is. Even if you make $15 an hour, it's rent's $1,500, the car is there, and I was struggling a little bit, but like I tell everybody, that's just an excuse, I'm an addict. I started using meth again, and slowly, again, I lost my home, I lost my car, everything.
So you said, I don't know if you said in the interview, but I know earlier you were saying that you were sounding a little bit. Before,
I used to sell. Yeah, I still, I thought if I kept selling, and I'll support my habit, and but.
I mean, before you came homeless, were you into before? Were you just working?
I was working. Yeah, I was working. It was normal stuff, man. Like it started with moving out of I was staying I was sharing a pad with these two vatos, and I moved out of there and I started staying in a motel, and that's where slowly, like right there, I lost my home, and then I lost my job. I stopped going. I wasn't going, so I lost it. And I kept thinking, if I just keep my car, I had a nice car, man, Lincoln NKZ. And I thought, if I just keep the car, I don't lose that, I'll be fine. But I wouldn't pay the insurance. It wasn't registered no more, and
little here, little there.
Lost it, and next thing I know, I'm.
What was the main thing you were using at that time?
Meth. I was using nothing but meth, and I was actually I thought I was gonna be alright because the difference from the first time I was using it, I knew how to be on it to make sure I ate, to make sure I stay hydrated, whatever. But then I started using fentanyl, blues. Started smoking blues, and there's no way with that stuff, man. There's no way.
When did you start using those?
I want to say it's been 4 months now.
About 4 months.
It's pretty recent. I hooked up with this chick, and she it's not her fault, but she would do them, and one day I kind of got overamped on the meth, and I asked her, I said, hey, if I smoke some of that, it'll bring me down, no? And she told me, she was like, yeah, but I wouldn't. She's like, don't do this because you're gonna. And I did it, and it did calm me down, and I liked it. I liked the way it kind of leveled me out. So I kept doing that for about a month. I could take it or leave it for about a month, but one day I woke up and I just didn't feel right, and I felt like my skin was crawling. And we got to the store, and she's like, what's wrong with this? I don't know. Like I feel like it's turning off my skin, and she's like, you're sick. And I never been sick before. Like with meth, I would take breaks every now and then, about a week to clean myself out. And you just sleep. You sleep for 4 or 5 days, and
kind of reset.
You wake up and eat, and it crash. And with this stuff, it's different, man. Your whole body gives up on you. You just start slowly yourself. You start throwing up. You start seeing shit.
Just literally getting sick.
The anxiety you feel. Like I was telling you, nothing's ever brought me down to my knees. Not getting shot, not getting stabbed, none of that stuff. This
blues got you f***ed up, man.
You don't want to be sick. You don't want to be sick on this. You want to make sure you smoke a pill every 3-4 hours.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy how addictive it is, man.
Yeah. It's like I said, it used to be that I'd get high to have fun, and I have to get high to not get sick. It's a race. Whenever I smoke a pill and I'm done, I'm well. The clock. It's like a countdown. Every time it's a countdown. Guess what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna start finding out how I get the next one.
Yeah.
And I smoke it. Guess what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna.
How long does a high last roughly for you?
For me, I smoke a pill. If it's a good pill, before I start getting sick, about 3 hours. It's a good 3 hours, where I don't feel like I need it. After about 3 hours, I start feel it. If I let it go 4 or 5 hours, that's where you don't want to get sick. That's the countdown. So there's when you need it, right? You're well, and there's that time lapse 2 hours, and then you need it again. But then from there to sickness, that's like the red part of when your gas tank's about to be empty.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get that
panic
red
zone.
That's the red part.
Start getting closer to the.
That's how you don't, because once you're sick, it can immobilize you.
Yeah.
You start. And good luck.
Or you get a lot of anxiety and leg kicking and shit.
And good luck trying to rationalize, and whether you have a job or you go out and boost, as they say, to go steal shit, good luck doing it like that because it's hard. You're sweating.
Not focused.
It's hard. It's you know, it could be done, but anybody talks to you, you're just like, you know. And I feel like killing somebody when I'm sick. I'm not even using that as a exaggeration. I literally feel like hurting people.
Right.
That's how bad it is. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. It turns you. Somebody told me one time that it brings out the worst in you. It brings out the monster in you. It does.
Yeah.
If anybody thinks that they've been ugly or they've been, if anybody thinks they've been bad, and that sickness, it'll make you do things, horrible things to people. As opposed to, you know how some movies and stuff, you'll see that crackhead that he's willing to do anything, you know, clean up your yard, pick up all the shit. This will make you want to kill someone to get it.
Just turn into like a zombie type shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I already have, I have bipolar disorder, and I have personality disorder. I have schizophrenia. So add that into the equation, and it's a bus ride to prison for sure, man.
Yeah.
So for everybody's safety, for my own everything, is the more reason why I don't let myself get to that red. I stay. Boom, boom. It's 24 hours. If you go to sleep at 10, you're gonna wake up at 3 in the morning, sick.
That's crazy, man.
So I
get mad when I gotta wake up and go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That sucks. I can't imagine getting up and like having to feed that sickness, man. That's crazy.
I had to learn to keep 3-4 pills. You know what I mean? I go to sleep. I say, yeah. I wake up at 3, and like if my chick's with me, I'll be like, what the pills? You know, mad. And if you're in a relationship, get ready to say sorry about 50 million times a day, because I wake up, what the f***? One time, I'm sorry, baby. It's the same shit every day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because, man, I want to smoke a pill, and if a car has to run for me to do it, if I'm sick, I'm okay. I'm really okay with it.
Yeah.
That's bad, man.
That's real shit, man.
It's making me, and I know it's making people do bad stuff to themselves and to the people they love, you know, to the people that they care about. And me personally, like.
Do you feel like it's pulling out stuff that you might have had in you, like that evilness in you, or do you feel like it's even introducing like a whole new evilness that didn't even exist?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like it turns you into like just a evil zombie, like you said. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because I know, like when you're drinking, you know, sometimes people will be drinking and they're drunk or whatever, and they're doing crazy, but it's a lot of times it's, I think, stuff that they already had in them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? But like with this, you think it's not that. You think it's even further. It pushes you literally crazy.
I want a pill. It's crazy with me, but I know it's in everybody. I want the pill, and I'm willing to do stuff. But not only that, if it's bad stuff, if it's stuff with anger, it's even better. I prefer it.
Yeah.
Then
just literally makes you just feel evil.
You want to take out that because you get such bad anxiety. You get irritable. Or if it's like, you can earn $5 washing that car, you could earn $5 if you go kick that guy's ass. I'll take the ass kicking, because I'll get the money and I'll get to hurt him. It's bad.
That's not funny, man. But it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like that. It's
and even like now I need, like right now I need it. I'm not sick yet, but
it's creeping
in about 30 minutes. And I notice I start walking around and hey, what, you know. It's like it's almost like being possessed, bro. Like you get possessed. That's the way I see it anyway. A lot of people say they get sick different, but everybody has one thing in common. If they're sick, they're gonna be mean to you. You know, they're gonna so
just to get that fixed. So you said you were diagnosed bipolar.
Yeah, bipolar.
When were you? When did you? Was that recent, or was it your kid or something?
No, this was in 2015, man. My ex-wife now, she told me you should go see a therapist, you know, and from there they recommended me to a psychologist and then a psychiatrist, you know, gives you the pills. And she's the one that, she diagnosed me with that. So I'm actually supposed to be on this stuff called lithium and a whole bunch of other pills. But that's another thing, I haven't taken that.
Do you feel like any of that medication helped?
Yeah. Well, the lithium, I never even really gave it the time. They started me on this stuff called lamotrigine, but that didn't do nothing. And she told me too, she goes, I'm gonna need you to just be patient. We're gonna see which one like helps you. And once we know which one, then we'll start upping the dose. But I only did that lithium one time, and that's it. That's when I started using it.
Yeah,
I haven't been on it, man.
We only got a couple more minutes, man. I'll wrap it up because I know you.
I'm getting sick, man.
So if you, you could go back in time, man, to just change one thing that you did in life, what do you think that would be? Like any age, to just change the course of where you at right now.
I think it's probably when I was in high school, man. Just idolizing the game, you know. I remember the older guys from my barrio, they would tell us, if we ever catch you guys smoking, like, I got taught how to weigh out and stuff, crack and heroin really young. But they would always tell us, we catch you guys smoking this or using this, we'll violate you guys. You guys better not ever be using this shit. When I got to prison, I found the same guys that were telling me that stuff and were using it. It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie. They're the main guys that were using it. The guys that I looked up to, you know, that I thought were like older brothers to me. In prison, they were
using.
Yeah. They'll be taxing people in the prison, and they'll be shooting up. And I was like, wow, what's up? I thought we were here to sell this, not use it, you know. And just a bunch of stuff, man. A bunch of stuff that they feed into us, like the no snitching stuff, the no going to the cops stuff, the teaching us to that going to prison is a rite of passage. You can't get a good job, and now you're out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What? Doing what? Just stealing and that shit to get high.
Yeah.
And I would never call anybody a loser. I don't think I'm a loser, but I know I could be a lot better than what I am right now.
Do you have any hope for yourself? Do you think that you'll ever get clean and go back to, like, quote unquote normal life? Can you picture that?
Yeah.
What do you think would help you?
I'm gonna start with I was advised to try there's a methadone clinic nearby.
Uh-huh.
I was advised to go there, and I heard it's real good. Some people say no. Some people say you're just trading one drug for another. But I mean, I'm gonna try it, you know, and if it works, and if it doesn't, I gotta get off these blues. This isn't fun anymore. It used to be fun. You know what I mean? It's not fun anymore.
Well, to be on that clock, man, 24/7, like, that sounds like hell, man.
It is. 7 days a week. I work more now than when I had a job. And I make a lot less. And considering the time you could spend in jail or prisons, it don't add up good. Yeah.
You still seem coherent, man. Like, you can pull yourself out of it, man. Like, it's never too late for any of us.
No, it's not. You gotta want to, though.
Yeah.
You gotta really want to, but you gotta black is black and white is white, and you gotta
be on or off.
You gotta not make excuses. We've all had bad lives, you know. That's one thing that I don't let myself. Oh, you know, I suffered when I was a kid, or nah, Charlie. Everybody, and I don't care where you grew up. You don't have to grow up in the war zone. You could grow up in the Northeast Heights, and you could have a rough childhood and everything. But don't use that as an excuse to destroy yourself. You know what I mean?
It's gay, man.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you want to give any shout outs to? Any social media if they see this video, man?
Anybody who I grew up with, anybody who I went to school with, anybody, anywhere, you know, stay away from those blues. Don't do them. Stay away from everything and shit. For that matter, stay away from drugs, period. But those blues, it's an epidemic, man. This is worse than COVID-19, I think. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
For real.
Yeah, people in there people inside stressing about COVID with the mask on, and out here, people out here sleeping in the streets, man.
I could buy a pill anywhere, and you go to Walmart, I have to stand in line 10 feet apart. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a whole other subject, man. I don't even want to get into that shit. But right on, brother. I appreciate you taking time out of your day, man. I'll let you get to your thing, and you cool with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, for sure.
Right on, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.